So we're going to try this and see how it goes. I haven't done this before, so I'm trying it with my iPhone to talk to you, and then also going to be recording, which I didn't start, and I need to start recording. There we go. So now we have begun the recording over for Dancing at Midnight. So listen to all 4 tracks, the first 3 progressive ones that you did, and then the 4th run, which was the remix with the CAQ. So what I'm going to send you is a mix that I did combining all 4 versions, but panning them in a different each of them in different places. So looking up here, the first track will show you that it is at about 9:30, almost 10 o'clock, as far as placement goes. It's about 10 o'clock placement, and it says it's like 65 degrees elevation. And then I took the second track, which was the Midnight 18. The first one that I just showed you the thing for was for the 6.0. So this is for Midnight 18, and it's going to be almost a mirror of the other one to the right side, and this is almost at a 3 o'clock with elevation at about 48 degrees. So, which is kind of, to me, cool. I like being able to mess with the placement of the mix, as opposed to just having it either hard left, hard right, or center, or on just a straight plane. This allows placement, so I can put something up here and I can put something over here. And what was that? That was that's Deer VR Micro by Deer Reality. They make the VST that allows you to place things. So it's cool. It's free, or it was free. Then I have the Dancing at Midnight Final, leaving that right where it's at with your original panning, no changes to that. And then the 4th track is the CAQ, and I was only really bringing in at the very end, just bringing in, it's hiding behind my phone so I can't quite see it, but there's a point where I'm bringing the audio in. Let's show that. So here you can see where the volume comes in. I think measure 105.1, where you do the strike and the delay, and it's a tempo delay. So I brought that in there, and just combined it with the others. What you'll also notice is right up here, in that section, I brought the volume down by what, 4.47 dB, for a couple of percussive strikes that you had in the Dancing at Midnight 18, to try and blend that just a little bit further. And also this section here I amplified probably 3 or 4 dB at the beginning. Once the song is halfway through and you are into the section here where this is happening, more solo work on the right channel, then I didn't worry about trying to pump up the left channel because the right channel was kind of taking some focus there, and you've already got the other tracks that are holding their own and holding their own space. So this allowed that right track to feature a little bit more than trying to compete with the left track. So all of that being said, I think what you've created is really cool. I like it. I like it a lot. And when I listened back to the remix with the CAQ, I was trying to figure out what I was hearing that was distracting me, and so I think what I figured out is that the CAQ, you know, did its EQ thing to your bass and was bringing out different frequencies to kind of bring those to the forefront. And over the years, I think I'm just used to I'm used to your sound as I hear it, and I think that the CAQ didn't bring out your sound as much as it brought out the frequencies. So that was where I found myself gravitating towards listening to the other ones. And then once I was listening, originally just put them in there to be able to compare them. And I could listen to them, you know, one track at a time. And then once I placed them, excuse me, once I placed them, I realized that they were almost lined up dead on, but back here towards the beginning, you'll see that the, stop it, each of them is off by, not a quarter measure, I guess it's off by half a measure. So the two that are going to be just straight on time would be the Midnight Final and then the CAQ. And then I delayed the Midnight 18 and then delayed the Midnight 6. And I like it because to me, it sounds like your bass. It sounds like you doing what you do. And if I was to hear that on the radio, if I was to hear that anywhere, I would know that's your bass. I would know that's your tone. That's you doing what you're doing. And I didn't feel like that was my takeaway when I was listening to the CAQ. So that all being said, the CAQ mix brought some really nice, very, very low-end texture out, which I thought was really cool. But I couldn't separate that. I couldn't go in and get that and include it. But I definitely heard some of the harmonic frequencies that were being, notched here and there, to bring some of the clarity in. Yeah, so I'll bring this over and hopefully you'll be able to hear all of this. Hopefully. And here you go. The echo element to it, almost like in a round, but not long enough to be. So that's what I did. And again, you weren't asking me to remix or anything like that. And it was just something that I was hearing and I wanted to try. And it came about pretty organically because I was really wanting just to compare the first one with the second one, with the third one, with the fourth one. And the for me, the CAQ just didn't sound as much like you tonally. Definitely parts were pushed out and were more visible, but I don't know. You have to tell me what you think. I totally get it if it's not something that you like, but that hopefully gives you a kind of an idea of what when you were asking what I thought of it. I think that the CAQ brings some definitive clarity that I really like at the very, very low ends of the textures, and the harmonic frequencies in there. But when it comes to the rest of the tone of it, I felt like it lacked your personality. So there you go. So we're gonna see if this works. I'm gonna put this into the video editor and hopefully be able to match these up, and away we'll go. All right, brother? I love you, brother. And I hope this is cool, and yeah, you're a great writer. You already know that, but you are a great writer, and you've got some wonderful melodic ideas, and your playing always elevates my playing, which is why I like hanging out. All right, brother. Talk to you soon.